Hi everyone. Guess where I am? Yes, I made it. I arrived in Cannes last night. Today is my first day here. It's very exciting. It's incredibly interesting to be in a place where I once went to school 14 years ago. I'm also sitting in the courtyard where I wrote my first book, Bipolar Happens. My life was very different back then. I would say that I was somebody who had a lot more hope, but not a lot of tools on how to get what I wanted. Now I'm somebody who has hope, but I have a lot more tools to get what I want and what I need. And I'd like to pass on hope and inspiration and, how do I even come up with the words to say how much I believe in your ability to get things done when you have bipolar disorder. I hope that I can be an example for people to see that no matter what life throws at you, we can bounce back and we can have the life that we want. It's just not going to be in the way that people without bipolar disorder get to do things. We have to do things differently. I know I have. I was in a biking accident 4 years ago. I was actually on my way to France when the biking accident happened. It meant that I stayed home in Portland, Oregon for 4 more years, and for at least 3 of those years, I had a semi-dislocated hip where I wasn't able to walk very well. I spent the last year, so all of 2015, rehabbing so that I could come to England. At the end of 2015, I fell and destroyed my left knee and had to have surgery. This was after I already had my ticket to go to France. So you can imagine how I felt. How is this happening to me again? What have I done? Why me? And then I just said, you know what? One day I'm going to be sitting in France, on the south of France, where I want to be, working in France, going to school in France, and being able to walk up and down the boulevard of the Mediterranean. And that's what I did this morning. And I remember a couple years ago lying in my special chair that I had to lie in when my back was so injured, visualizing this. Visualizing sometimes gets a bad rap, but I can tell you it certainly got me through the crisis of my bad bike accident. I also had a head injury with this accident that I don't talk about a lot. I want to talk about it more now that I'm doing better. The head injury, I had a right brain injury. It affected me profoundly, and that's why people didn't see me online and I didn't write any books for quite a while. I worked with an amazing person named Pat Schneider, and he changed my life. Once we found out what was going on with the head injury, I had craniosacral therapy, and it profoundly changed my life. And not only did it help with that, he also helped me learn to walk again. So I owe so much of what's happening here, not only to PAX, but a lot of it goes to PAX. My mom was there with me the entire time, as were my friends, and also all of you. I cannot stress enough what it has meant to me to see the support that I have had on social media when I just didn't think I was going to be able to reach these dreams. Thank you so much. And I hope that my moving forward when things were tough can help you move forward when things were tough. I stayed in England for 6 weeks before I got here, and I had a vicious downswing. Unfortunately, my friend had to go through it with me, and I was very worried I was going to ruin our friendship, but we made it through. You can see more of my videos about traveling from bphope.com. That's for BP Magazine, the magazine I love so much that I write a column for. But for now, I'm sending this message to anyone out there with bipolar disorder, or anyone who loves someone with bipolar disorder, who's feeling a bit helpless and hopeless right now. I've been there. But I want to share without getting like too, I don't even know how to describe what I'm feeling right now. When you reach a dream, you have to be ready for it. I'm ready for this. I'm in the south of France. I still have to support myself. I have to work. I have to make the money to support myself here in another country. I have to write books. I also have to study in my French classes. But I'm willing to put in that work. I am willing to do it because I have the opportunity to do it. A couple years ago, I didn't have that opportunity. I made the best of what was going on then, and I'm going to make the best of what's going on now. You can do the same. Bipolar disorder takes away our ability to maintain moods. It takes away our ability to make good choices. Treat bipolar disorder first. As many of you know, that's my motto. My books can help you with this. There are many other programs out there that can help you. Healthcare professionals, etc. can help you. But I'm going to keep doing these videos, show you what I go through, Be honest about it, but I made it to France. It took 4 years, but I made it. That means if you have a dream and you start right now, you can make it too. It doesn't matter how long it takes. One thing I've learned, putting a time limit on something when you have bipolar disorder, it's not going to work. So what I do now is I have a goal, and I just sort of say, in 5 years, I'm going to do this. That way, if it gets done a lot sooner, wonderful. All I know is that I feel happy here. I feel comfortable. I feel like I'm in the weather I need to be in, and I'm where I need to be to write my next book. Do I wish I could just fly around the world and not have to worry about working and supporting myself? Of course I do, but that's not my reality. My reality is that I support myself. So that means my bipolar disorder has to stay stable. So I make a commitment to my time in France. I'm going to manage my bipolar disorder first. I'm going to learn French. I'm going to write my next projects, which I'll be sending videos out about soon. I'm very excited about my next project. I'm going to do a Kickstarter project to publish a book for children. I'm very excited about it. I'd love to hear about what you're doing. Put comments underneath this video. What's your dream and how are you reaching it? Let's show the world that people with bipolar disorder absolutely can do what they want. We can reach our dreams. We just have to have a plan, a lot of help, and we have to give ourselves time. I believe in you.